It's time for the Northwoods Cooking Show. Starring Uncle Roy and Miss Callie, the troublemaking dog.
Hello and welcome to the Northwoods Cooking Show. I'm your host, Uncle Roy, and as you can tell, we're still doing our Christmas holiday spirits of eating and drinking. Today's episode, we're going to be drinking, and we're going to be making some non-alcoholic drinks. Ooh. And we're going to be making coffee drinks and eggnog drinks and hot apple ciders, and so there'll be a lot of festive drinks, and you can use them in any type of container that you want to, your fancy coffee cups, glass, etc., etc. But we're going to try to do a little Uncle Roy to them, make them a little twist to having them almost look like, if not better, than your normal coffee shop, and cost a lot less. So what we're going to do first is called an almond mocha coffee, and for this we're going to be making our own almond whipping cream. What I have here is 1/3 cup of heavy cream, and then 4 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of almond flavored syrup. Now you can get your syrups at most of your department stores, grocery stores, etc. in the coffee sections. They range in prices from about $3.50 to $8, around in there. So it depends on what store you go to. Private little ones are going to cost more. Your bigger department stores like a Super Target are going to be cheaper. Anyway, they got just tons of flavors. So you can, create your own flavors that you want to, really. So what I'm going to do is, what's going on outside here? Big doings. Cops just pulled up all of a sudden. I was wondering what that car was doing sitting out there. Anyway, so we got the 4 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of the syrup and whipped cream, and we're going to whip this up now. I'm going to do this in my immersion one, and when it gets nice and thick, then we'll chill it for about 10 minutes, and I'll continue on with the rest of the drink so that the whipping cream has a chance to chill thoroughly, and then we'll be right back. Okay, that's all nice and thick. Tastes almondy. And now we're just put this in. I got this in the fridge. We'll let that chill for approximately 10 minutes. We can go on with the next part. And that is 1 cup of milk. And we're going to heat this up in the microwave until a hot simmer, which is, the little tiny bubbles around the edge. You don't want to bring it to a boil, but you just want to get this hot. So I'll put this in for 2 minutes and then I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got my hot milk. So in the tall glass in here, we'll put 2 tablespoons of the syrup, the almond syrup. What is it? It's almondy. I like almonds. And for the mocha part, we got 1 tablespoon of chocolate syrup, Chocolate Kelly. Ooh, can't have chocolates. Oh, she always wanted chocolate. Okay. Now this, we're gonna microwave. Ooh. Gotta go on, my microwave's taller. For 20 seconds, and then we'll be right back. Okay, now we got the syrup all done. So now, we're gonna be adding about a quarter cup of hot coffee. And then we'll fill the rest with the hot milk. Until we get up to about an inch or so from the top. Take and mix this up. Make sure that's all mixed. Then we top it off with our whipped cream. Almond cream. And then our whipped cream. Get a little fancy top there. Not done yet. And because it is almond mocha, we're going to drizzle just a little bit of chocolate syrup on top. I'm going to get this side a little bit. And then, we're not done yet. You know, this little Uncle Roy drink here is going to be wonderful. It's going to be a lot better than the Starbucks, I'll tell you. Sprinkle a few little slivered almond or sliced almonds on top. Not done yet. And we're going to put on a few sprinkles of Christmas jimmies. Ooh. And that, I believe, almost, not quite, almost. And then a little cherry on top, a little green cherry. We got a little candy cherry there. So this is our Christmassy almond mocha coffee. Ooh. Yeah. This one will work. Merry Christmas.
Hello, welcome to the Northwoods Cooking Show. I'm your host, Uncle Roy, and I don't have any Miss Callie to share the new year with. Oh no, no Christmas presents, no tree, nothing. I'm all by myself, oh no. But I'm still gonna be here putting on the show. I'll try to get Miss Callie in as many possible episodes as I can. I can only film her on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, so if I get a chance, I definitely will have her, and I do want to have her in my show. I have her Christmas special outfits, her Santa, her Callie Claus costumes and everything. So I'm hoping to get back into the spirit. I hope I can get back into the spirit again soon. So from the Northwoods Cooking Show and Miss Callie way up in East Bethel, I want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Eat healthy, be safe, and spread the sunshine. And thank you for watching from the Northwoods Cooking Show. Bye-bye.
Okay, now for our next coffee drink. This is going to be a chocolate hazelnut cappuccino. Ooh. For this one, very simple. We got 3/4 cup of coffee. So you could use, any kind of coffees that you want to, whether it be flavored or decaf or whatever. This is just giving you the recipes to add to your normal coffee. So we got 3/4 cup coffee and chocolate hazelnut, or as others would get, Nutella. This isn't Nutella, but it's the same kind. It's the same thing. It's chocolate flavored hazelnut. So for this we need 2 tablespoons. And this goes right into our coffee. Ooh, this is going to be rich. I think Uncle Roy has to shoot up quite a bit of insulin after tasting these. They look awfully rich. Put me in a diabetic coma here, I think. And then we'll mix this up until it's slightly dissolved. Done yet? No. Just about. We got that mixed in. Want to mix that thoroughly. And then all we do to this one at the same time is whipped cream. I tell you, I'm going to have to shoot up a lot after this episode. A little decoration there. And then this one gets chocolate sprinkles. Or you can dust with a little cocoa powder. But I think I want to go with sprinkles. Kelly, a little sprinkles, don't you, Kelly's? Oh. The old place I had, my bottom drawer, it was just, the whole thing was sprinkles. I had sprinkles from every occasion. So this is the chocolate hazelnut coffee. Oh, ready for this one? That's good. Well, I think we got 2 winners in a row here. And these would be nice for on a cold winter's day, around the fireplace, you know, having Christmas carols in the family. By yourself, even better. If the family's gone, it's like, oh, peaceful. I think I'll have a cup of Uncle Roy's coffee. And this would be really good too with a shot of peppermint in there, I'm sure. But these two are just wonderful. And then let's go on with some more. So stay tuned. Okay, now, boy, those are good, weren't they? Now we're gonna go on to another drink, and this is gonna be a hot apple cider. And for this one, we're gonna put this into the microwave first. And you can make this for as much or as little as you want. I'm just gonna do it for myself, but I'm just gonna make a small batch. So I'm just gonna put in 2 cups of cider. And you can get ciders anywhere in the grocery store. They're all out there now. But I'm gonna put this in the microwave to heat up. Now you can add a couple shots of bourbon to this too if you wanted to for, you know, alcoholic beverages. I never did drink bourbon. I never got into whiskey when I was drinking. It was just either brandy, mostly it was vodka. But when I first started drinking, it was brandy, because in Wisconsin everybody had brandy, schnapps, and beer. We all drank that. So I'm gonna let this go for about 2 minutes in the microwave. In the meantime, I'm gonna slice up an orange, and I just want a real thin slice. Okay, now we've got the hot apple cider, and we'll pour that into our cup. I usually go about ½ inch to the top, and then we're going to stir in just a ¼ teaspoon, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, just a big pinch of the mixture. And we can mix that in. along with the orange slice on top. And along with a cinnamon stick. Put that in there. And there's our hot apple cider. Woo. Oh. Oh, is that ever good? Ooh, careful, careful. This is really tasty. I love it when it comes skimming across the slice of the orange, so you get an orange flavored apple cinnamon. Oh, is this ever good? So look for Cali. Looking for Cali. Speaking of which, I just got a call from our masters, and as at the taping of the show, this is Thursday. Let's see, my birthday was Tuesday, the 8th, 9th, 10th. Today's the 10th. And they're going to come down to visit on 11th, 12th, on Saturday. I won't have the cameras, I won't be able to see you, but I'll have my regular camera, so maybe I can take pictures and maybe do a little video on there or something. I don't know, we'll see. I'll try. I know I can do the pictures at least. But anyway, yeah, Allie's going to come down to visit. Her, she got doctor's appointments. Yeah, her regular checkups. And her vet is just right over here, right off of Crystal here in Golden Valley. And so he said, well, we're going to come down and she's got to go see her doctor in the morning. Do you have to work that day? And I said, yeah. I said, but I don't have to work till 2 and her appointment's at 9:30. So this should be over here about 10:30 or so. Oh, I got to see Allie's. Oh, I'll be so happy. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Yeah, go see Allie's. Yeah. So I'll try and tape her if I can. I mean, I won't have the taping equipment that I'm doing right now. Like I said, I'll have my little digital camera. Maybe I can take pictures at least. I know I can do that. The video on there is kind of, I don't know if there's a wheel bent in there or something, but it makes noises when it goes round and round. But anyway, I'll show you Allie. I like that, you know, kisses, yeah. He's all excited to come visit too, because he just mentions Uncle Roy and she stops and perks up like, oh, where's he? Oh, what do you say Uncle Roy is? Yeah, she's all excited. All excited. Yeah, she is. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Oh, you know how much I love her. Oh. Well, Callie and I are ready for a reading tonight. We're going to be doing The Night Before Christmas, as retold by Clement C. Moore. Callie ready to go night-night. Yeah, sugar plums are gonna dance in her head while she's dreaming about Santa Claus. Yeah. I don't know if Santa Claus is gonna stop at our house this year though. He might fly over. Troublemaker. You kids gotta be good. Troublemakers don't get tweets. Nope. She got in a fight last weekend with one of the dogs. Oh, almost bit its head off. Oh, Callie. Troublemaker. This book belongs to Callie. The Night Before Christmas. You ready, Miss Callie? Oh. Get a little tweet. Christmas tweet? Yeah. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. Not even a mousey. No mices. Yeah, mices weren't even stirring. No. Not like here, we got mices. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children all nestled, all snugged in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Treats. Dreaming of treats. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on their lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Something wrong, Kelly, something wrong. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. When,
what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Ooh, 9. That's another story. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Yeah, he knows the reindeer's names, Callie. Yeah, he knows their names. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Ooh, Santa Claus. Oh, yeah, Santa Claus. Oh. As drive leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a safe sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Yeah, yeah. Santa Claus, Santa Claus. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his toe. Oh, from his head to his foot. Oh, oh. And his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Callie, Santa Claus. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. That's Santa Claus. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. Ooh, Santa's leaving. Ooh, Santa Claus leaving. Yeah. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ooh, yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Oh, one sleeps. Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to our story, The Night Before Christmas, as told by Clement C. Moore. Yeah, I can't really get ready. Night nights. Yeah, Santa's helper. Yeah. We'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you for watching the Northwoods Cooking Show. We enjoy doing our show for you, especially Callie. She loves getting her treats and getting into trouble. And I thoroughly enjoy making the show too. So from both Callie and myself, again, we'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching, everybody. Nighty night, galleys. Yeah.
Getting a ribbon at the Minnesota State Fair is not easy as pie.
Oh, it's anything but. And that's not stopping a Crystal Man, though. And as Shannon Slatton explains, he's trying to take competitive baking to a whole new level.
If I didn't do good at the county fair, then I'm not going to enter it in the state fair.
There are blue ribbon bakers.
When you go into the fair, you look at everybody else's and see who's won what.
And then there's Roy Barham.
And then you start planning your strategy right away for the next year.
This Crystal Man started competitive baking 10 years ago.
And after I sobered up in 2000, then I started wondering about competition, because I've always been cooking and baking my entire life.
But winning a ribbon isn't as easy as you might imagine.
It takes years of entering and winning and losing to figure out what they're looking for. And I'm still learning.
He enters the maximum entries allowed, which is 25, and this year Roy plans to enter a new recipe in the drop cookie category.
White chocolate chip, cranberry, walnut cookie. And it's just to die for.
As Roy talks us through the process,
Doing state fair competition, if you use all butter in your cookies, when you bake them, they spread out in your oven. Everybody knows that.
it might seem like he's done this before,
We're going to let this beat for at least 2.5 to 3 minutes.
because he has.
The Northwoods Cooking Show,
Roy has produced the Northwoods Cooking Show
starring Uncle Roy.
in his kitchen on public access for 3 years.
We have a special guest today, my mom. Ah, come on in, Mom.
As fans of his show continue to grow,
Oh, you can smell that garlic a mile away. Sniffing bites.
so does Roy's competitive nature.
Purple one there, that was for my coffee cake. And that was the year that I beat Marjorie Johnson. I did it twice.
Even though Roy has won more than 450 ribbons,
That's what everybody's goal is, to beat Marjorie Johnson.
the 2 times Roy beat the premier state fair baker is what he values the most.
She sets the standard because she's so good. You know, that's what you strive for, is to try to beat her. And if you do that, then you can put a feather in your hat and say, I am really a good baker.
But out of all of the delicious goodies Roy bakes to practice and to compete,
I'm diabetic too, so I don't eat all my treats,
in Crystal, Shannon Slatton,
which is kind of hard.
12 News.
Baking isn't the only category Roy enters. He plans to compete in the maximum number of canned good categories as well. So along with all those baked goods, Roy hauls 40 jars of jellies and jams and relishes to the state fair every year too. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so competitive.
He's playing for keeps. Yeah, Marjorie's at the top, so that's what we shoot for.